Battlefield 1 history, the Battle of Verdun. Just over 101 years ago, on December 18th of 1916, the Battle of Verdun ended after the French recaptured the ground. Lasting over 9 months, it became the longest single battle of the Great War.
We are about to write history.
For this war to end, we must take this land.
The Greeks and Trojans will be here forever.
If you notice, they took out the flying boat.
Now, it's our turn.
In this twist on the signature Conquest mode, Conquest Assault. In this twist on the signature Conquest mode, attackers and defenders fight over key areas which all begin in the control of the defending team. Each team has different starting conditions which raise the stakes. The defending team owns all the flags, but has no headquarters, meaning they can only spawn on flags and squad mates. The attacking team initially owns no flags, but begin with a head start in their score. The attackers are in control of all flags at one single time. The defenders can only jump into the action by spawning on squad mates or by way of the heliograph mobile spawn, available through the new Infiltrator Elite class. Elite class pickups are also more readily available in Conquest Assault. Be mindful of your surroundings to gain the edge on your opponent as tension flares around each control point. Oh, shut up. What does it all mean? Well, thank you for asking, Nikolai. It means, oh. Fire and Ice Revision. Reward for premium membership. Hey, what did I get? I hate the fact that Mari for the Type 38 Arasaka. Ava, Medicine, Royal Order, Camouflage Masking, Jericho. Oh, granted by community event. Oh, yay! How freaking marvelous! The RNAS. I'll add that. Add that. Edelweiss. Ooh, Bartek Legend puzzle piece. Yeah, of course I'm gonna add that to my puzzles. This game not even know. Eh. Alright, Nikolai, you ready to do this? Oh, I am born ready. I was born ready 100 years ago. On battlefields of Great War. Yes, I was born on battlefields of Great War. Don't ask. The story involves lots of time travel. Woo! That was good. That was good, Nikolai. Oh well, I don't know what to say. Well, you were just in I got a question for you. Okay, go ahead. How come you sound more like an American than you do Russian? Why did it take me that long? Why did it take him that long? Give me that freaking controller. Hold up. You got Garkino. Why did you not tell me? Well, when you said, oh, after I Skyped you during the video, you told me never to bother you while you're in Russia. Never to bother you for the remainder of your return to Russia. See, I'd listen.
Подвезешь меня, приятель? Я тебя подлатаю. Тебя ранили. Я тебе помогу. Граната!
Ah, the OGs. That has got to be worst Russian I've ever heard.
We are winning. Keep gathering supplies to ensure victory.
Alright, so today I want to talk about
A new supply drop is on the way.
Прыгай!
something that I've been thinking about for a while.
Голову! Прыгай! Молодец! А ну! Я! Барьер! Вперед! Назад! Сюда!
How many freaking times?
Бегу! Лети! Ну, гони! Тише! Ну, пошел! Оп! Вперед! В голову! Стой! Быстро!
Alright. If you aren't familiar with the
Оп!
with the Netflix original series Fuller House, or you haven't been paying attention to anything since 2015,
Осторожно! Прыжок! Шевелись!
allow me to bring you up to speed.
Давай! Давай!
Return to the combat area.
Прыжок! Ну! Ну! Тихо ты! Живее!
Return to the combat area.
Yes. Alright. Here we go. Operation Albion. So, like I said, if you haven't been paying attention to Netflix, or you haven't seen anything on Netflix since 2015, then go and start paying a monthly fee for some friggin' awesome stuff. Because today I'm going to be talking about a theory with Fuller House. Alright, for those of you who don't know, Fuller House is basically the reboot of the show Full House. It's about DJ's kids. Jackson, Max, and Tommy. Now their dad DJ's husband dies, so her sister Stephanie and her friend Kimmy Gibbler move into the old house. They move into the old house to take care of the kids or and to help out DJ. And also raising friggin' what's-her-face is Kimmy's kid, Kimmy's daughter, what's her name? Ramona. It's Ramona. Okay, yeah. So as I was saying, you see, what was it? So my theory basically revolves around Jackson and Ramona. And what was it? Oh yeah, probably at some point between, like, they just finished up with season 3, so when season 4 rolls around in the end of the year, I don't know. Alright. It's probably they're gonna end up dating or whatever. I don't know. Whatever. Oh, and crap. I need to go back down to the QR 1-pounder pom-pom. So it was called the pom-pom because the sound it makes while it's firing sounds like pom 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 pom. I've noticed that. Yeah. The Estonian archipelago was guarded by a mighty 30.5 centimeter batteries that Zero used to fight off the German attack during Operation Albion. First in service in 1910, they were the most powerful heavy guns of the Russian Navy and were often used on battleships such as the pre-dreadnought Slava that guarded the straits. The maximum range of 12.4 miles, or 20 kilometers. The 624-inch long, 50-ton heavy guns. The German fleet at bay and dispersed the German dreadnoughts with 1.5 shots per minute. It's only after the gun cruiser finally abandoned their position that the German Navy could safely approach. Artillery was the most dominant of all weapon types in World War I, being the cause of the iconic destruction of the landscape, the reason for the digging of the trenches, as well as the inflictor of by far the most casualties. As trench warfare settled in, heavy siege howitzers answered a particular need of high-angle, accurate long-range shots dropping almost vertically on an enemy position from a stable firing position in the rear. These siege howitzers were also used for battering permanent fortresses and counter-battery fire. The principal heavy siege gun of the British Army in World War I was the BL 9.2-inch howitzer, developed in 1913 of the first prototype Mother seeing action with the British Expeditionary Force in October 1914. Why don't you let me read? Okay. In 1900, British Army had purchased Austrian 9.45-inch or 21 centimeters howitzers from Austria for use in the Second Boer War. And British soon decided to develop their own heavy gun. The resulting BL 9.2-inch howitzer was tested in July 1914 with glowing reviews. And 32 of the guns were soon ordered. The BL 9.2 was the first movable gun to feature a hydropneumatic with floating piston. 132 kilogram projectile, almost 10 kilometers. Possible to fire 2 shells in 1 minute, although this rate of fire could not be sustained. If you think I'm gonna read the rest of that, you're insane. Russian hussars were elite, light cavalry, made up of men drawn for the upper and aristocratic classes. Those men sought glory and an honorable reputation as officers in the prestigious hussar regiments. Although the training was harsh and the drill relentless, the hussars offered a family-like structure with a tradition and history dating back to the 17th century, intended for breaking formations with a thunderous mounted charge. They were meticulously trained in horsemanship and hand-to-hand combat with a lance and saber. In the Russian advance of the summer in 1914, the hussars were often on reconnaissance missions far ahead of the infantry. They also guarded their infantry's flanks, screened their maneuvers, and intercepted enemy patrols. Outfitted with carbines and revolvers, they were even able to dismount and fight on foot, but were no match against well-positioned or entrenched infantry. Instead, they fought smaller skirmishes or exploited gaps on the front line with their speed. The nature of the war eventually forced the hussars off their horses and into the trenches, but the regiments maintained their cohesion until the revolutions of 1917. Broke the tradition of the loyal hussar regiments. Many of the Tsarist officers vanished in the Red Terror or fought for the White Army. Until the Bolshevik victory abolished the old order once and for all. Can you imagine what the world would be like if the
In 1916, the Eastern Front is locked in a stalemate. After several failed and expensive campaigns, the Russians were unwilling to attack, while the
Russian Civil War
were content to hold the line. Germany battled the Allies in France and Belgium, but the Allies needed to attack the Central Powers on both fronts. So the under-resourced Russian army was pressed to find new methods to break down the superior Habsburg forces that had long resisted them.
Much paraphrase. Such wow.
Wir warten schweigend. Denn würden wir sprechen, käme die Wahrheit heraus. Nämlich, dass eine Niederlage hier
das Ende unserer Armee und vielleicht sogar des Reichs bedeuten würde.
Wir sind 9, 10 Kilometer marschiert. Und ständig dachten wir an weitere Kämpfe gegen die Russen. Es war die reinste Folter. General Hotzendorf kann nicht erwarten, dass wir weitergehen.
Mit der Zeit wird die seltsame Stille der Stadt immer unheimlicher. Die Männer starren nur nach vorne und warten auf die Schlacht. Wo bleiben die Russen?
These are grave times. We must hold our positions no matter the cost.
A new
Our intelligence suggests that the Russians will first attack the eastern line here. If they are successful, we must fall back to defend the Samara River. Our next defensive position will be in the heart of the town, at the ruins of Chekhova Church. If, God forbid, these defenses should fall, our last stand will be at the Kolomea supply line. Do not let them pass. The future of our army, indeed our entire empire, depends upon it.
A brand new intro, guys.
Hello everyone, it's
Rating Gaming.
We have lost the sector.
Ah, jeez, why do I do this? I question myself.
Granates raus, Köpfe runter!
Not only do I question myself, but I question everything I do in my life. I am insane. Alright.
Du bist verletzt. Ich kann dir helfen.
Half of the enemy forces are gone.
Erste Hilfe, greif zu! Danke, mein Freund. Erste Hilfe. Ich hoffe, das Zeug nützt was. Danke. Hier, erste Hilfe für dich. Hier, Mann, erste Hilfe. Ich helfe dir. Ich flick dich zusammen. Damit kommst du auf die Beine.
We are losing objective apples.
Yeah. That's the new intro. You don't like it, deal with it.
We have lost objective apples.
Nah, I'm not that much of a jerk. If
We have taken objective apples.
Then
Ich krieg dich wieder hin.
kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place here.
Feindlicher Sturmsoldat, seid vorsichtig!
We are losing objective apples.
Hey, give me frickin' watch your language. Okay, give me freaking controller.
We have lost objective apples.
Fine. See, that wasn't so hard, was it?
Attackers remain.
Oh really? You call that doing better?
We have lost the sector. We have lost objective apples.
Really?
We are losing objective butter. Attackers remain.
Soldiers, we have lost this battle, and I think this war. We are on the verge of a military and national catastrophe. May the Emperor save us.
The 1916 Brusilov offensive proved to be the worst crisis of World War I for Austria-Hungary and the Triple Entente's greatest victory. But it came at a tremendous loss of life for both sides. And without the promised support of Russia's other armies, much of the territory gained by Brusilov was lost to the Germans arriving from the west. It is a sad irony that in the end, it was a political collapse in Russia, not a military defeat, that would decide the outcome of this region's war.
Don't you hate when that's the case? Nope. Hey, what? What do you mean? You got Assassin's Creed Origins. Yes, I did. What's your point? And what you do need is new freaking equipment.
On the anniversary of their humiliating defeat at
You need a good
Caporetto,
mic.
the Italian army launched a huge assault to win back the land they had lost from the now well-prepared Austro-Hungarians.
No, I don't.
This would be the ultimate test for both of these courageous armies.
Totally the right porn music we need. Oh, 1775! Not a lot happened in that year. Other than the fact that it was the year before the American Revolution. Or the Revolutionary War.
Massimo, ci dirigiamo verso nuove posizioni sulla costa. Accanto agli uomini rombano potenti mezzi corazzati. Siamo in una nuova era. La nostra prossima vittoria sarà decisiva. Il passo finale per riunificare il Regno d'Italia. Avanti, fratello.
Brothers, the retreating Imperial forces are once more rooting themselves in our beloved kingdom. We must move quickly. Secure Hill 201 immediately. Then swiftly take the old castello at the top of this hill. Finally, we must capture the heavily defended fortress protecting the seafront. Do this, and our war is won.
C'è un assaltatore!
Pom 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 pom. Pom 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 pom. Pom pom pom. Pom 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 pom. Pom 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 pom. See? The word is called a pom pom. It makes that pom 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 pom.
Return to the combat area.
Yeet.
We have taken objective Charlie.
Oh, yes! Woo! Ah!
We have lost objective.
That's how you do it, Nikolai. Take some freaking notes, buddy. Oh, yes, that is how I'm going to play. Hey, I got a joke for you. Nah, let me hear it. What do IKEA and the friend zone have in common? I don't know. What do IKEA and friend zone have in common? Once you get in, you will never get out.
We have lost objective apples. We have taken objective Charlie.
Of course, Isanzo.
We have taken the sector.
Either Isanzo or the Savoia. Go with Isanzo.
Clear the sector from enemy presence. We have secured the sector.
I'll stick with iron sights. Why not? You know the one song from the soundtrack for this game? What's it called? Dawn of a New Time? Oh. Every time I listen to it, I just friggin'... It's so beautiful. Every time I listen to it, I just start to cry. It just captures... I mean, it just captures the reality of World War I. It's sort of peaceful. Like the first time I ever listened to it, it kind of gave me sort of like a nostalgic feeling. That guy freaking popped me.
We have taken objective apples. Forces remain.
Un soldato nemico! Ah!
Whatever.
We are losing objective apples. We have lost objective apples.
We have taken objective butter. Obviously, I gotta go in and get some more kills.
Granata partita!
We have taken objective apples.
Posso aiutarti? Ora curerò le tue ferite.
Return to the combat area.
Just because I'm a mech doesn't mean I'm very good at it. So please don't die.
We have taken objective butter. We have taken the sector.
Okay.
Ecco qui, cassetta medica. Cassetta medica, eccola qui.
Cassetta medica.
Forza con la cassetta medica. Darò un'occhiata alle tue ferite.
Cassetta medica.
Ecco una cassetta medica.
I am learning.
The final objective is within our reach.
Jeez! When he's that close, you can just friggin'...
Cassetta medica, arriva!
50 of our soldiers remain. We have taken objective apples.
Probably should have went in with a fighter. I go in with a fighter. See, I would have never been able to pull off a kill like the one I got had I been using the
20 of our soldiers remain.
heavy bomber.
Fantastico, fratelli. Revel in your freedom and gaze upon this land of ours, the Kingdom of Italy. Our sacro egoismo is an example to the entire world.
The Italian victory known as the Vittorio Veneto brought an end to the war on the Italian front, and it resulted in the complete collapse of the Austro-Hungarian Empire. This also meant the war on the Western Front would soon come to an end.
Alright, so I'm gonna end the video here. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a comment, leave a like. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, click the bell, turn on notifications. And until next time, I'm Rating Gaming. Stay frosty.